together with Earle Sports Bets. Yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Rome, joined here as always by my brother Tim, and today we have a decent-sized NBA slate. We have 6 games in the NHL, so we do have a decent slate there. We got plenty of college basketball. I think I bet. I'm trying to remember how many games I bet last night. I think I bet like 16 or something like that. College basketball games. So definitely have some action for today. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. One went right, one went wrong in the world of sports betting. And these are the fun shows to do because I get to wake up in the morning and say that we made yesterday our bitch. Absolutely dominated yesterday, and it was an awesome, awesome day. Best day I've had in a while because it was a double-digit unit day for me, which doesn't happen that often because I'm not somebody who puts out 10-unit play of the months or something like that. My plays are 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, but the NFL went 3-1. Carolina plus 3.5 gets there. The small loss on the plus 3 unit play on plus 0.3 unit play on Carolina plus 150 loses. But the first half under comes through and the full game under comes through. And I started 1-0 in the Cappit contest on Pub Sports Radio with those Carolina Panthers plus the 3 and a hook. College basketball goes 2-1 for me. The North Florida Ospreys. That was the free pick video I did last night. Plus 3. They said the hell at the points. They went outright. Cal Poly does not get the job done at plus 8.5. St. Mary's takes care of business. They looked really good there. The NBA continues to be pretty strong for me. 2-0 day in the NBA. Pacers plus 3. Pacers plus 127. 2-0 up 0.98 units. It's continuing to find the dogs that just they correlate. I'm very picky of the NBA, and I've been pretty successful the last few days in it. College football goes 0-1, down 0.55 units, lost with the Raging Cajuns minus 10. And the NHL, though, goes 8-3, and we had some nice plus money winners in there, too. The New York Rangers get the job done. They win 4-1 over the Minnesota Wild. Unfortunately, that over 6 in the Wild game does come a little short. The Chicago Blackhawks plus 212, and they win 5-3 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Vancouver Canucks get the job done. In overtime, we got the Montreal Canadiens. Les Habitants l'Ingram Française du Hockey plus 144. Winner there. The St. Louis Blues minus 113. They get the 2-1 victory over those Arizona Coyotes. Release the Kraken. They get the job done plus 199. I think I got plus 205 on the site against the Colorado Avalanche.
We got 205 on the site.
Yeah, with 35 seconds left in the game, tied 3-3, Oliver Bjorkstrand gets the goal to make it a 4-3 game. That was an awesome ending. The Edmonton Oilers can sit on a finger and spin and fire everybody. Trade Draisaitl, trade McDavid, trade everybody, fire everybody. They lose to the San Jose Sharks last night. And this felt really gross, but I was rooting on those Pittsburgh Penguins last night. Plus 107 and plus 120 for the team total over 3.5. Both come through. They score a goal, and Brian Rush scores a goal in overtime. They take it back for an offsides. 8 seconds later, Brian Rush in overtime again with a little wraparound goal to get the job done there. So overall, 15-6 yesterday, up 10.10 units. It was a great day. Those are the nights that you can sleep easier, you feel more energized, and I'm looking forward to capping today's card. I've already played 5 plays in the NHL on 3 different games, including I'll give a little spoiler. Hey,
Oh yeah, duh. How can you not?
So I am extremely excited, and I'm ready to get into today's slate.
Oh boy. I'm looking at one. I'm just kind of looking through the NHL card. I'm trying to figure out whether or not they made a typo.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I made a tweet on it this morning, if I remember right. We have a road favorite in that game. Road pick'em favorite.
It is nowhere near a pick'em.
Oh, different game. Okay.
Yeah, it's more of a this game. What the fuck?
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Oh, yeah, you know what I'm grabbing in that game. Anyways, last night for me was a good night. I almost got myself out of the negative in hockey. And quickly, the losers were the over in the Montreal game. That one went 2-2 into overtime. The Islanders game did not go under. Yotes lost. And then the other 3 losses I had were plus 330 with the Nashville draw, plus 320 with the Boston draw. San Jose draw did not hit either. So all of those did not hit. But what I did hit, the Canucks puck line, plus 195. And that was the small. Sorry, I had the Penguins plus 110. That was the smallest cash. Then Vancouver was the next smallest cash that I had, plus 195. Plus 195 was also the Kraken when I got it. Plus 205 for the Rangers on the puck line. And Sharks plus 285. Cash that one as well. Why the frick was frickin' Oilers minus 330? Absolutely not. You guys know I was all over the Sharkies last night, and they got the win versus the Edmonton Oilers at home, plus 285. Really, really nice there. So now for the year, and this may sound weird, I am 17 games under 500 in hockey, Nick, and I'm down a 1/7 of a unit. And I've got some nice plus money going for today.
You are definitely an aficionado of the plus monies.
Oh, just wait until you see my card today. I have 5 plays. The smallest one is plus 140. So let's go hockey.
And we will get into that once we get through the chat here. I'm currently punching in NBA numbers because I forgot to do that last night. So
I got it. Good morning. Good morning, ESB. Absolutely smashed a 1-unit 3-teamer trifecta parlay, cashed out 5.55 units. Get it. On Spurs plus 6.5. I kind of leaned that way. I did not touch that game. And Wyoming. I am on Wyoming. Let's get it. Oilers cost me $700 last night. Story of my betting life right now.
It cost me a 12.5 unit day yesterday.
Yeah, jeez. Sharks on the back Sharks on get back season. Yes, and with that win last night, the San Jose Sharks are no longer the worst team in hockey.
It's the Edmonton Oilers, which is outrageous.
Considering I had the Edmonton Oilers preseason ranked number 2 in my power rankings.
Oh, they're down to 30 for me.
Oh, I'm surprised. Yeah, no. I would have them dead last right now.
No, I would still have the Sharks dead last.
I can't have them ahead of the Sharks. They just lost to the Sharks.
Previous to that, the Sharks were getting puck line in every game.
The Sharks are going up to number 31, and the Edmonton Oilers are down to last. Vancouver Canucks. Yes, Canucks. Yes, Kraken was mentioned yesterday. Never in doubt. Love it. Nick, high on that crack. Get it. I've never seen a goalie mess up such a simple wraparound. How are you professional if you don't put your leg on the post?
Yep, he's talking about the Brian Russ overtime goal.
Yo, what's up, Markel?
I didn't even think that went over. That went
VGK today. Dude, come on.
I would have loved to find a way to back him, but I just can't. Even the -2 line's chalked.
-2.5 is -105. Yeah, you guys already know where I'm going. My only regret yesterday was not betting the Sharks and the Canucks. Harder. Yeah, I got it. I got you. How about Liverpool? I didn't even know they won. Hit on some soccer. Good job. Good job, Fernando. Proud of you. What's up, my guys? Let's get us cash today. Hit the like button, people. Social appreciation, subscribe, and share. Tim, lots of NBA today. Let's find value, and get that bag. NBA, let's F and go. I have 3 plays up on the site for NBA today. That's it at the moment, and one of them feels really gross.
Oh boy.
And it's the team in purple and gold.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, look at their last game. Liverpool paid the books for sure. Yeah, Bucks. Shake my head. I would. Why? Why would you? Wait, what did the Bucks do yesterday?
I was on the Pacers last night. That was my only play in the NBA.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention on the site yesterday, up 4.87 units. Other plays that we had were St. Mary's, Cal Poly. I was stupid and bet Baylor. Our NBA plays split out. Once again, if I would have taken Orlando on the spread instead of the money line, we would have swept the board. If you guys aren't just blindly taking the over in Pacer games, you should. F in Liverpool, all right? What There we go. Yeah, okay, whatever. Prop of the day, Tobias Harris, over 14.5 points. He's cashed this in 6-6 games this season. Get it? For sure. Yep. Liverpool. There you go. How about some hooky, Nick? I will say this is the only game I didn't touch today.
I have not got involved in this game. So let's get into it, though. Let's switch my line history from basketball to NHL so we can get into this between the Calgary Flames and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs open up at a -150. It's down to a 148. Line open up at a 6.5 -125. It's up to a 6.5 at -130. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this game here. Let's get into that. There we go. We have 68% of the tickets, 68% of the cash is on the Maple Leafs. The line's moved 2 cents towards the Flames. We have 85% of the tickets and 69% of the cash is on the over. The line has moved towards that over there. I don't really know if I mean, I don't really agree with it moving towards the over because I have this game projected around a 5.23 goals. But there's still one thing I need to make sure of before I go ahead and bet this game. Number one, I'm trying to stay away from unders in Leafs games. I've been burned way too many times with that. Number two is who's going to be the goaltender for the Calgary Flames tonight? Is it going to be Jacob Markstrom or they just called up Dustin Wolf, their big prospect. So who knows there? I lean Leafs -1 and the under. This is not one I'm particularly very fond of to get to. I really like a couple other games on this slate.
Yeah, this is the one game I didn't touch. I will have plays in all the other games, and I'm staying off this one. Sorry. Nothing really going for me in this one. I don't want to trust Toronto as a -150. Especially when they've lost 5 out of their last 6 games. Their only win was an overtime win. And with Calgary, they've won 2 straight. So they're actually looking kind of okay again after losing 6 in a row. So not a team that I'm necessarily interested in looking at. So these 2 teams, no thank you.
Fair enough.
Leafs -150. Flames suck. The Flames have been playing better, if anything. Lean Flames, yeah, the Leafs have been pretty bad. I don't want to lay them. Let's go to this, Nick.
Yeah, and I did a free pick video for this game last night. Let's get into it here. We have the Carolina Hurricanes traveling to Florida to take on the Panthers -130. Total of 6.5 in this game. I've moved on both the side and the total in this spot, actually. Let's take a look at the line history in this game. Where the Hurricanes, they opened up. Come on, load. There we go. It opened up at a pick'em, and it's now up to a -129 for the Hurricanes. Line opened up at a 106. It's up to a 114 for the over now in this game. So, take a look. And it's okay. It's still plus 115. Okay. I was going to say the line hasn't moved since I've bet it, but yeah. Taking a look at the cash flow here, 53% of the tickets, 97%, 53% of tickets, 93% of the cash is on the Carolina Hurricanes, which explains why it's moved that way. 80% of the tickets, 54% of cash is on the over, which I agree with that line movement as well. I have this game projected for 6.92 goals, and I have the wrong team favored in this game. In this one, I'm Tim. Do you see the jersey I'm wearing?
Oh, I didn't even notice it.
I'm on Florida. When you look at this Florida team, they've been playing pretty well as of late. They've won 2 in a row. And yes, so have the Hurricanes. But when you look at what these two teams have done, also, I like the over. The Hurricanes have been playing more overs on the road than they have unders. They play more unders away from home. This is a Carolina team that is a perfect 4-0 at PNC Arena this season. They're 4-5 away from it. They struggle on the road this year. And now they're going on the road to a team that is 4-1 at home, the Florida Panthers, who have been look like a juggernaut at home. Granted, they won in overtime versus Columbus. They've played Seattle, San Jose, and no, they're not 4-1 at home. I don't know why it says 4-1 at home because I was going to say they beat New Jersey at home. Nope, that was on the road. They beat Toronto at home. They lost to Vancouver, but they beat San Jose and Seattle and Columbus at home. So they're
4-1 at home.
Yeah, 4-1. I can't do math. That's fine. But no, I see a goalie advantage here with the Panthers. Ronta has been great at home. He's another guy where once you get him away from PNC Arena, he struggles. So I am on the Florida Panthers at plus 115. And I'm on the over.
Yeah. I'm on the Hurricanes puck line. I think this Canes team is gonna. You gotta think. Most of their road games that they struggled, was early in the season. What were they missing early in the season? Andrei Svechnikov and a couple other of their. They were kind of beat up to begin the year. Now they're healthy and they look a lot better. And when it comes to it, we saw it in their last road trip. Once they got Andrei Svechnikov back, a win against Philly, a loss against the Rangers. Rangers have been on fire. I'm not even blaming them for one. And a comeback win against the Giants, the Islanders. So this is a team that's looking better on the road. You got to think, yeah, they're 4-5. Well, they're 2-1 their last 3 when they have some of their bigger guys. Also, Aho missed a couple of those road games, so they were beat up on those road games. So I'm not going to take that record into consideration. This is a Canes team that's looking good. This is a Florida team that has been inconsistent this year, although they've won their last 2 games in overtime, and they've won 3 out of 5. But I am going to be grabbing the Canes. I grabbed them on the puck line at plus 190, and I'm taking some shots today. So Canes puck line, hand it to me. We'll rock Carolina.
There you go.
All right. So Blackhawks won yesterday. I know that.
Yeah, they did.
Because we got Joe coming in going, yo. Good enough? Hopefully. Canes. Yes, I like the Canes. That's how my night went. Long-os. Let's get it. 8-2. Florida 8-2 versus Hurricanes. Who do you think will be the Hurricanes? Antti-Raanta. Wrong team favorite. No. I could see Florida winning, but I'm just taking the puck line to get some plus money in there. I like the over 6.5 better. I could see the over in that game. Florida money line. I'm not big on Florida today.
I do like Florida. I do.
I think I'm gonna bet this game.
I've already bet this game, and I bet it twice. Let's get into it. The Buffalo Sabres and the Minnesota Wild. The Buffalo Sabres minus 115, total of 6.5 in this game. Line opened up at a 111. It's up to a 113. Line opened up at a 120. It's up to a 126. So a move towards the over and a move towards Buffalo here in this game. 47% of the tickets, 99% of cash is on the Buffalo Sabres. 94% of the tickets are on the over. No cash flow on the game. And it looks like Devin Levi and Philip Gustafson. And wow, what a reality check it's been for Philip Gustafson this season. Is one thing I've got to say. Because when you look at what Gussie has done this year, only Stuart Skinner has a worse goals saved above average. Gustafson minus 6.7 goals saved above average. He's given up 30 goals, but only 23.29 expected goals against. That's pretty bad, if I'm not mistaken. And it's not like his teammates any better. Marc-Andre Fleury, out of 71 qualified goaltenders, is 63rd. So Minnesota Wild goaltending has been horrible this year. I have this game projected 4.14 to 3.65, 7.8 goals. I had Buffalo as a decent-sized favorite in this game. Minnesota on a second half of a back-to-back. Granted, they did get beat last night against the New York Rangers, but the New York Rangers have been absolutely dominant this year, and I was dead wrong on them heading into the season. But I've made some money with those New York Rangers, so it is what it is. And I faded the Wild last night, and I'm going to do it again today. I'm on the Buffalo Sabres at minus 115. I'm on the over 6.5 at minus 120. I expect Buffalo offensively to show up, and Minnesota has still been a over machine. Now, granted, the Sabres have not been. They've gone under in actually 3 of their last 5 games, and 1-3-1 because they pushed the over 7 against the Flyers. But they've been putting up goals a little bit as of late, and the Minnesota Wild are 9-3 to the over this year. And that's mainly because their goaltending's been bad, their defense has been bad, and they've been able to put up some goals. So, and I do think Devin Levi will give up a couple tonight, but I think they will absolutely get to Gustafson. So I'm on Buffalo here at minus 115, and I'm on the over here at 6.5 minus 120. The 3.5 even money for that Sabres team total looks pretty nice too, but I'm not going to bet that.
Do you think I'm insane? Do you think I'm crazy?
Yes.
All right, Sabres puck line plus 210.
I was actually looking at Sabres minus 1. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna jump on it. It's more of a I like to play those crazy lines because if I'm expecting a team to win, I'm expecting them to be winning late in the game and get a empty netter. That's kind of my whole thinking of it. That's why I love betting puck lines. And this is a spot. Minnesota on a second leg of a back-to-back after facing a very physical and tough Rangers team. I think it's going to be a rough game for them. And I think Devin Levi has a really good game. I will say I'm thinking this one obviously I took the puck line, but I wouldn't be surprised to see extra time in this game. But I'm taking I'm thinking the Sabres are winning late and can get an empty netter somewhere. So Sabres puck line plus 210 in this one for me, Nick. And
yeah, I was kind of when I looked last night, I think Sabres minus 1 was plus 139. I was kind of interested in that, but the Sabres were within a price range where I could just lay the 115 and move on and just ask them to win the game. Not ask them to win by multiple goals. And it'd just be a little bit more reasonable. So,
and I my bad. I should be wearing this hat for today because today's Sabres game is Hockey Fights Cancer Night. So,
hell yeah,
yeah. So I figure I throw that one on. But Sabres tonight, puck line plus 210. I'm grabbing some crazy lines, so let's do it.
Hey, I give you credit. I'm not that ballsy when it comes to
Sabres, yes. Blackhawks won, Montreal won, the Jets won, the Canucks won, Sharks, and neither team to score 20 in Thursday Night Football.
Oh, holy shit, I remember that. Yes.
What a night, dude. What a night.
Wow. Woo! Yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
Under 6.5 in this Sabres game.
No.
Then I'm hoping like a 4-1 game. Levi having a good game? Wild. Nope. What do you want today, Joe? I do agree, Tim. That puck line seems to bring much more value versus risk of the money line. I would much rather grab a plus 180 to 210 on a puck line than a minus 120, minus 110 money line. That's just me, though. And that's why I'm 68 and 85 this year, but I'm only down a seventh of a unit. So I'm 17 games under 500, yet I'm right there. So let's go. Let's head over to this game, Nick. And this one actually has my smallest plus money bet.
I did play this game as well, and I was kind of leaning towards a side in this game. I played the total in this one here, but let's get into it. We have the Washington Capitals and the New Jersey Devils. We have this line opened up at a 190. It's down to a 174, which actually makes me very interested in the play I was looking at. And this line opened up at a 6 at minus 115. It's now a 6 at minus 125. So it's a move towards the over, and it's a move towards the Capitals. 66% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Capitals. The line has moved in that direction. It makes all sense there. 89% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the over. The line has moved in that direction as well. Kind of want to take a look real quick at what they've done since they've lost Hughes, because since they lost Hughes, did they lose Hughes in this game? Trying to remember which game he got hurt in. Because Jack Hughes, he got hurt in that St. Louis game. They lost 4-1. Then they beat the Blackhawks 4-2, and then they lost the Avalanche. This team is not a team I'm interested in laying any type of number with, as without Jack Hughes. This team still has depth, and their forward depth should be okay without him. But laying this type of number for me, I think this number is too wide. And I'm leaning towards Washington in this game at a plus one. Plus 155 price tag here in this game. I may just end up on the Washington team total at 2.5 instead. I did play the over 6 in this game at minus 125. I do lean in that direction, and I have the Devils as slight favorites in this game. Definitely not minus 175 favorites in this game. If I'm looking at the side, it is for sure Auger pass. Whether or not I get to the side in this game, it would be Capitals if I had to bet it. But no, thank you for me.
This is a revenge spot, Nick.
I'm aware.
New Jersey. Well, these two teams already played this year. And it was Washington going into New Jersey and winning 6-4. That was on the night that I think that was like one of two games. And everybody was all over New Jersey. And now they no longer have Hughes in their lineup for a little bit. I do think eventually this New Jersey team is going to slow down a little bit. I was not high on New Jersey coming into the year. I will say that. I was not super, super high on coming into this year. But I am on them today. I grabbed their puck line in this one. I grabbed it at plus, I believe it was 140. 140 on the Devils puck line. I think they win this game, and when a team I think a team's going to win a game. I think they're going to win by multiple goals. So I'm grabbing the Devils in this one. I grabbed them on the puck line plus 140.
I like it. So. Or I don't like it, but I didn't bet it. So because also on the flip side, not saying that he had much contribution, but Backstrom's going to be out for the rest of the year for Washington. So I kind of want. I'm kind of interested to see what when you go through the chat. I want to see what one prop is, because this guy's still averaging over a point a game, but it's not from goal scoring. So I want to see something real quick. When you plus 125, Alex Ovechkin over half an assist. Alex Ovechkin over half an assist plus 125.
Sharks puck line plus 850. We'll talk about that game later. Could do in reg at $5. At the $5 price, I'd rather just stick to what do you call it? The money line at like plus 430 or whatever. Money line, add insurance for me. I would be upset if I lost a parlay by a half. That's fair. I got cancer for the second time now. It's going to be a win this time. Thanks for the Sharks pick yesterday. Munchie, get better, dude. Seriously, get better. We're here for you. And yes, Sharks yesterday was fantastic. Grabbed Yale last night, plus 11.5. I think Zaga might be overrated this year, and Yale is bringing back most of its starters from a good team. Do you guys have any thoughts on that game? What did we have for that as a line? Because I agree. I don't think Gonzaga is going to be fantastic this year.
I have it at a 14.5.
So we really have no value on that game. But I'm always down to bet a dog. So I don't mind Yale. That's fine. Go Yale. Morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Untouchable. Devils. Just grab the puck line, dude. Don't take regulation. I was thinking Washington. I'm not. Totals killed my stuff yesterday. Seattle went over. Edmonton went under. Winnipeg went over again. Shake my head. It's rough. Devils 185 on DK right now. I think the Devils win this one and cover. Regulation, I would rather just grab the puck line. Capitals money line and over again. Bounce back for Capitals after OT loss. I don't see it. Lean over. I can see an over. It's IUPUI day. IUPUI money line. I wanted to.
We're on
but
the
I woke up, I looked at the site and saw
Valparaiso
up on the site and said,
well, here's the thing.
I know. There's value in it, yada.
When do we want IUPUI?
When they're a dog?
Double-digit dog.
Double-digit dog. That's
Yes.
fair. Yes, it's still a school. I thought it was ending last year. It was not. I have to get IUPUI merch now. Davidson.
Oh, you waiting for me to look it up?
Oh, sorry. I thought you had it up on your thing already.
I'm trying to get all my numbers done. NBA.
Here, I'm pulling up Google Docs on my computer now. Hold on.
I have Davidson at 6.8. Scratch that. No, I have them around a 8.3. I forgot to do the adjustment for that being a neutral site game. So no value on that game.
Any college basketball leans 2 plays? Well, Markel, if you watched Ballin' Out last night, I gave out 4. Arizona, Ohio State, Wisconsin, and BYU. Sharks did beat Vegas 2 out of 2 times in the preseason. Pretty strong, yes. Excited for college basketball plays. Caught the trend late last season, but definitely in it this season. Let's get it. The system plays, that is. Yes, the ranked versus unranked system plays. Although they are 0-2 to start the year. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They lost both of them so far, but I do think they're going to be hitting at 57 to 60%. Oakland spread. Let's go look up to see what Oakland is doing. Against Illinois. It's on the bottom. We legit, there's 0.18 points of value on Illinois. So no, I'm not touching that game. I'm not betting against you. I hope you win, but I'm not touching it. My Buckeyes, you on? Wow, if I bet that, I bet that. F it. Yeah, I'm on them. Unranked versus ranked system play. Yes, I'm on it. Sabres money line and the over 6.5 plus 239. I like it. I like it. Let's hop into this one, Nick.
Yeah, I put a post out on Twitter about this game. For the record, I'm not saying I bet them. I'm not saying I'm going to bet them, but this line does not make any sense. Here, I'm gonna pull up my tweet this morning for this game real quick. And I said, something ain't right here. The Flyers have lost 3 in a row and 6 of 7. The Ducks have won 5 of 6, and they are at home. Yet the Flyers are the favorite. Not betting it, but it seems fishy. Also, Flyers just lost to the Sharks last game too. Let's get into this game. Let's take a look. Wow. Philly's up to a minus 124 now. They opened up at a 102. Line opened up at a 6 at minus 120. It's down to a 6 at minus 113. Wow. We have 86% of tickets and 77% of the cash is on the Flyers in this game. And that's why this line's moved. I'm not betting this game. I lean Ducks if I had to bet a side. But there ain't no way I'm betting the Ducks with this line movement, with this line. My bet. My model likes the Ducks. They have the better goaltender. They're at home and all that. It makes absolutely no sense that they're not a favorite in this game, though, which keeps me completely off of this game. So it's a stay off. It's a hard pass for me.
Neck. You know what this means, right? You know what we got to do here, right? Flyers puck line. Let's freaking ride. Flyers puck line plus 210 in this game. Once again, if I think a team's going to win, I'm grabbing them on the puck line, grabbing some extra plus money. And I am. This is exactly the spot. Nick, I'm a situational handicapper. This is exactly it. What was the last thing we just saw from this Flyers team? Back-to-back losses, to be exact. And they were against LA, 5-0, and to the Sharks at 2-1. I'm sorry, you score 1 goal against the Sharks, something's got to change. And this is a Philly team that looks like garbage versus a red-hot Anaheim Ducks team that did just get shut out by Pittsburgh, but previous to that won 6 games in a row. So a really hot Ducks team against a Philly team that looks like garbage, and Philly's favorited on the road. Yeah, sign me up. Philly puck line in this game. I'm riding that at plus 210.
Good luck. That game was gonna be an interesting one. I do look forward to. I'm rooting for the Ducks because I really like this Ducks team. Actually, on the flip side though, I want the Flyers to win so we can continue to have the last place Penguins, which unfortunately those bummy Blue Jackets and Flyers are now on the bottom of that division. So
yeah. Okay, I guess this one didn't have value. Michigan. That one was close to having. I'm guessing that one was one of the outside looking in plays. So, quack.
Oh yeah, no. That line was a 14.5 when I went to go bet it last night because I liked Michigan minus 14.5. It was a 17.5.
Yikes. Quack. No quacks. When do we get the breaking news of the Oilers coaching staff being relieved of its duties after last night?
Fire everybody. Like, goddamn.
I think the new COD came out today. All right, everybody go fade the Cardinals. Under. F the Flyers, hot garbage team, Ducks reverse puck line, and anytime goal scorer Mason McTavish. Good luck. I'm on the opposite side. Ducks should smash them after getting shut out by the flightless birds. Once again, I'm against. Quack attack. Everybody on the Ducks. Okay. Philly still not able to handle losing to the Ducks, so maybe they smash the Flyers, my guess. So maybe smash the Flyers on. I don't know. I'm on the Flyers. I mean, they could win because they play the Kings next, so they might take an L there after and against the Canes. They'll probably lose to the Canes. Carter Hart is coming back to his game for the Flyers.
Yes, it's going to be Carter Hart.
All right, let's head to the final hockey game of the day, Nick.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, good. You think that too?
This is outrageous, but on the flip side, I'm not betting the Sharks just because this is just not the right spot to do it. We have the Golden Knights. They're minus 500 favorites in this game. It opened up at a 450. So you could have got a nice little steal there at minus 450 when the line opened. Now it's minus 505 against the red hot San Jose Sharks. Total opened up at a 6.5 minus 108. It's now a 6.5 at plus 104. So we do have a line move towards the under here in this spot here. 78% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on the over, and yet the line's moving towards the under. I really like this under. 54% of the tickets, 66% of the cash is on Vegas in this game. Now, there's no way in hell I'm laying minus 500. That's shouldn't even be said on a show. I'm not laying $1.80 on a puck line, and I'm not laying $1.05 on a minus 2.5 line. So they've kept Vegas completely off my card here in this game. I like the under in this game. I think that's the way to do it. Ooh, okay. I'm kind of tempted on one play here. I think I found a way potentially to back. There's not much value on it, though. But I was going to say potential way to back Vegas at plus 150. And that's taking San Jose team total under 1.5 at plus 150. It's kind of an interesting thing there, but I'm looking at this under here in the spot, under 6.5 for me.
I'm going to call myself clinically insane. Give me the San Jose Sharks for 3 in a row. Yeah, I know I'm insane, but I'm sorry. Minus 510. 510. Do we actually think any team deserves to be a minus 510 favorite in hockey? No.
But
I don't care.
I know. Situationally, if this wasn't minus 500, this is a Vegas spot all day long. Situationally.
If this was minus 300, I wouldn't be touching it.
Yeah.
Like if this was minus 300 for the Vegas Golden Knights, I'm not coming anywhere near this game. But 500 and I can get the Sharks. I got them at plus 430. Yeah, I'm signing up for that. Hey, if I win the Sharks play tonight, I can go 1-4, win the Sharks play, have a profitable night. That's how crazy that shit is. Give me the Sharks. Hey, and at the end of the day, I'm taking a shot at a plus 400. That's it. Let's ride.
Yeah. For me, San Jose, Vegas, under 6.5 minus 120. That's what I'm going to play in this game.
UNLV and SMU. SMU, yes. UNLV, no. I'm on the Cowboys. Yeah. Come on, minus 510. Let's get it. Come on. Yeah, almost NBA time. Nothing like dessert. Let's get it. Ova, King Smesh. Kings.
Sacramento.
Yeah, Sacramento plays today. I forgot about that. Would it be hilarious if Vegas joins the 10-1 club tonight after Sharks? What do you mean the 10-1 club? They're currently 11-2-1. I don't understand what the 10-1. Oh! If they were to win 10-1, never mind. It's not. I don't see that happening. Sharks, yes. It feels good cashing with the Sharks. Makes me want to keep betting them, but I can't against this Vegas team. It's more of this line is ridiculous. I'm just grabbing it because you're not going to see a bigger favorite this year. Maybe you might. Does Vegas play San Jose again this year?
Yeah.
So we may see that again, but come on. Lean over 7.5 at plus 200. Come on, they're not the Athletics in the NHL. They're pretty close.
Pretty good.
SJ Sharks do. SJ Sharks do. Oh, sorry. I gotta have Sharks minus 1.5. Ooh boy. Thread the needle. Same game parlay. First period. Both teams under 2.5 goals. The under 7.5. Vegas team total under, and San Jose plus 2.5. That's not really threading the needle. That's just saying Vegas doesn't score. That's saying Vegas doesn't score more than, 3 goals the entire game? I will drop a coffee bet separately on the Sharks money line. I agree. If you guys think the Sharks will win, I'm taking the over. Maybe.
I'm on the under.
Knights in my bed. If you guys really think the Knights win, if Knights win, it goes over. Yes. Tim only needs Sharks to win 23.27 of the time in order to be profitable. Are they winning 1 out of every 5 times?
Maybe.
That's my way of thinking of it. They only have to win 1 every 5 times. Same thing with like the Flyers puck line. They only need to win and cover the puck line 1 out of 3 times. It's a pick 'em. They should win at least a couple of them like that. Ride the tiny Sharknado. Yes. Would rather be square and take the minus 2.5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not grabbing the Shark. I'm not grabbing the them at that price. Now, I will say I went a little bit lighter on the NBA to start. We'll see how the slate goes as we're talking over some of these games. But let's jump into it, Nick.
Yeah. We have first one here. I have not bet any NBA yet. I got all my numbers done for it, and we can now break it down. But let's get to it here. Let me get the line history here in the spot. Load, please, sometime today. Or not. Cool. I just want the line history for the NBA here. Can we please load? Thank you. Click. There we go. Line opened up at a 7. It's up to a 9. So it's a 2-point line movement towards the Sixers here in this spot. This line opened up at a 223.5. It's up to a 224. So a line move towards the over and a line move towards these Sixers in this spot here. Let's see if the cash flow agrees with the move towards the Sixers and the over in this spot. As we have 66% of the tickets and 98% of the cash is on the Sixers, which makes sense. 80% of the tickets, 86% of the cash is on the over. And it makes sense. I see a little bit of value on this game. I have this game at a 7.76, so it's a slight lean towards Detroit. But I have no interest in this game here. I really don't have too much interest in any of these games. There's a couple spots that I see a little bit of value with. We'll see if I get to them now.
Well, I will say the Sixers are one of 2 teams in the league that I believe still have something going for them. And that is undefeated against the spread. Now, I will be on the other one. I will not be on the Sixers. Why? Because I am not laying 9 points on the road. That's just not happening. Now, I'm not saying I see the Pistons winning this game. I don't. The Pistons are not a good team. I don't expect them to be a good team, and they're going to struggle this year. They will be part of the teams that are fighting for the number 1 overall pick, which I'm not really entirely sure who would be this year. So we'll see with that. But with the Sixers game, I'm not touching a side in this game. If I had to look at a total, maybe I'll look towards the over just because Detroit is more of a high-paced team. They've gone over in 4 straight games. But at the same time, you got a Pistons team that started off 2-1 and they've lost 6 straight. So I'm not really interested in going after this game. It's going to be a little bit of that throughout the card. I have 3 plays up on the site right now. We'll see how the rest of the day goes.
Sounds good. Back to the charts.
Blackwood Masterclass. Let's get it. Let's go Sharks. I'm ready to cash in soccer this weekend. I'm going to have something cooking, especially after last night's loss. Get it. What the fuck? I'm not fading that ATS for Philly. I'm not
No.
touching Philly, although I'm not fading them right now. So Fernando over for sure. No Harris, no injuries. Love you, bro. You guys are just freaking have fun. Let's go to the 1-800-GAMBLER game of the day, Nick.
Yeah, and this 1-800-GAMBLER game has basically no value on it for me, which is unfortunate because I love my bum fights. Line opened up at a 2. It's up to a 3 now for Washington, so a 1-point line movement towards the Wizards. Line opened up at a 241. It's down to a 239.5. So a move towards the under and a move towards Washington in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. It's 35% of the tickets, 73% of the cash is on Charlotte, but yet the line's moved a point towards Washington. And 73% of the tickets and 46% of the cash is on the over, yet this line's gone down in this game. So a move towards the under in this spot. And the ultimate question is, do we trust these teams to play any type of defense? And both these teams have been heavy over teams. I lean under in this game at 239.5 with this line dropping and all the money coming or all the tickets coming on the over. Kind of makes me think that this guy, the books are kind of telling us that this game goes under. So I lean under in this game. No play for me.
Come on. It's a 1-800-GAMBLER game. At the same time, do I think that the Wizards should be favored against anybody? No. But do I think Charlotte should be favored against anybody? No, I don't think. I think this game should be a pick'em. Am I grabbing the Hornets because of that? No. I feel like there's better spots on today's card to go after rather than trying to go after this. No, I'm just this game's gross. If you guys are betting this one, call the number. Let me pull it up. Call this number.
Stop it. Get some help.
This one's a complete stay away from me, Nick.
Yep. By the way, I just saw a tweet here, real quick for the Wild Sabres game tonight. Some injury updates on the side of Buffalo. Alex Tuck is questionable for tonight's game. Dylan Cousins, upper body, should be back in the lineup. Good. And Matt Savoli, the 9th overall pick of the 2022 draft, will be making his NHL debut for the Buffalo Sabres tonight.
2022 draft. So, okay, I got it 2 years ago. Or not last year. Cool. Sweet. Good to see. Maybe take him to score a goal tonight. I like that idea. Let's go. Let's go, Sabres.
I just thought that was interesting there. But back to the chat.
Man, lean under. Have fun. Oh, this game sucks. Maybe a zigzag. Wizards. Oh yeah, these two teams just played, and the Wizards won by 16. So there you go. Hornets. Good luck. I have zero interest in this game. I do have interest in this one.
Yeah, and I feel like this should be a game I get to, because it's a team that I've just been riding all season long in the Brooklyn Nets. But let's get into it here. Let me get a line history where we have this line up to a 12. Wow. Line opened up at 11. It's up to a 12. Line opened up at a 226 up to 226.5. So a move towards the over and a move towards the Celtics in this game. 60% of the tickets, 79% of the cash is on the Celtics, which explains the 1-point line movement there. 70% of the tickets, 59% of the cash is on the over in this game as well. And looking at this spot for me, I had this game at a 9.5, and it's up to a 12. So I do see value here with these Brooklyn Nets. And at the end of the day, how do I go away from this Brooklyn Nets team? It's the simple answer. I don't. So give me the Brooklyn Nets plus 12, and I'm going to sprinkle a 1/10 of a unit on the plus 455.
I'm kind of mad because I posted my plays last night on the site, and I got a 9 on Brooklyn. So I'm not too happy. I didn't beat any line movements in NBA yesterday. which or for today's games, which kind of is annoying. I am on the Nets today. They are perfect against the spread so far this year, 7-0-1. The only time they didn't cover, they pushed against this Boston Celtics team. But the Celtics have looked vulnerable. They've lost 2 straight games now to Minnesota and to Philly. So they aren't looking like the dominant team they did in the beginning of the year. Granted, you look who they beat this year, and included New York, which was a 4-point game in New York. I'm fine with that win. Miami, Washington, Indiana, and Brooklyn. Not like the best of competition. They finally faced some good teams. Minnesota is a good team. They're going to be a good team this year. They lost that game, and they lost to Philly, which I was on Boston in that game as my best bet that day. So I am on the Brooklyn Nets in this one, and we're gonna ride with that. By the way, no best bet in the NBA today. I did not have a best bet. Celtics in the over. Celtics bounce back. I'm definitely on Celtics team total over. I'm just going to ride the Nets on the spread like they've been cashing the entire season. And if we lose one, we lose one.
There's also value on the number. I have this game at a 9.5, so I'm not blindly betting them. There's value on the number. So
there you go. Let's head to, speaking of Minnesota, Nick.
Yeah, we have Minnesota here taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Minnesota 6.5-point road favorites, total of 225.5. Line opened up at a 225.5. It's still a 225.5. Line opened up at a 5. It's now to a 6.5. So a move towards the T-Wolves and no move on the total. Let's take a look here. As we have 90% of the tickets, 97% of the cash is on the T-Wolves here in this spot. 29% of the tickets, 82% of cash on the under in this game. I believe we have. Did they? Okay, they did play somebody after Boston there. And they are coming in off of a win against New Orleans. Okay, I just want to make sure they played somebody here. I have this game at a 7.5, so it's a slight lean towards the Timberwolves in this game for me. I wish I could have still gotten that 5 that it was at open. I would definitely be on the T-Wolves at 5. At 6.5, it's enough for me to stay off at this number, but it's definitely T-Wolves or nothing for me.
I'm kind of in the same boat, but I want really nothing to do with this game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs won this game, but at the same time, this is a Minnesota team that's hot at home. They are 5-0 at home, 5-0 against the spread at home. On the road, 0-2, 0-2 against the spread. So this is a Minnesota team. I want it back at home, not on the road. I would be looking towards San Antonio. Am I betting this game? No. I will say I have a lot more action in NHL and college basketball today, so I don't have as much going for me in the NBA. So this one, once again, another stay away spot.
There you go.
Flames money line, seeing the Leafs on a losing streak since Sabres Day has been fun to watch. They won one game. They did win one game against Tampa. And T-Wolves team total over. There you go. Leafs could very well leave North America on a losing streak, then come back after global series. They could. When did they play global series?
Let me look that up real quick.
And who are they playing?
They go to. When would that be? I don't know, but it's on November 17th and 19th. I believe it's Sweden. I believe they go to Sweden and they play the Red Wings and the Wild.
Interesting. Let's head to the next game, Nick, which I would have given the 1-800-GAMBLER to, but we had the other game. So,
yeah. We have the Memphis Grizzlies and the Utah Jazz. The Grizzlies are 4.5-point favorites in this game. Total of 230. Line opened up at a 5. It's down to a 4.5. Line opened up at a 229. It is still at that 229. So it did get up to a 230 at one point. But yeah. Take a look at the cash flow in this game, as we have 70% of the tickets and 80% of the cash is on the Grizzlies, and this line's dropped a half a point. Why? Then we have 79% of the tickets are on the under, and we have no cash flow for that game here. I think this line's spot on. My number for this game is a 4.5. It is a 4.5. I really have no interest in this game at all. Jazz or nothing, no play.
Yeah. The fact that the Grizzlies are 1-7 and they're a favorite in this game, granted it's against the Jazz who are 2-7. These are two teams I want nothing to do with. Absolutely nothing. No interest in it for me. I'm not touching the Grizzlies. I'm not touching the Jazz. The Jazz 0-5, 1-4 against the spread on the road. Grizzlies 0-4, 1-3 against the spread at home. There's no clear spots for these teams. There's no bounce back spots when your teams are garbage. Memphis is a shell of itself. The reason why Memphis is so bad is because they are basically a G League roster right now. That's it. So when we look at it, Dylan Brooks actually got the better of the deal getting out of there and going to Houston, who is currently 4-3 this year. So this is a stay away spot for me. There are some ugly games today, so not interested. Overrated. Who is overrated? The Leafs, probably. Pass. Jazz money line. Over. I could see an over in the game. Lauri Markkanen. All right, Lauri Markkanen props. Go ahead, have fun with him because he's been the only good thing part of that Jazz team. So let's keep riding, Nick.
Yeah. We have the Houston Rockets 2.5 point favorites in this game, total of 218.5.
Let me figure it out.
It's up to a 3 now for the Rockets. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. Where did this line open? Opened up at a 2.5, up to a 3. Opened up at 218.5. It's still at 218.5. Let's take a look at the cash flow here, where we have 69% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the Rockets. The line has moved towards them. And we have 82% of the tickets and 58% of the cash on the over. So that's kind of interesting there. My number for this game is a pick. So at 3, I'm genuinely curious on why this line is the way it is. Because if there's no injuries, I'll probably grab some Pelicans in this spot here.
Zion, personal, questionable for today's game. He's going to be taking some time away from the team. It's a big personal matter with him. They don't give a description of what it is, but he is out with personal stuff. CJ McCollum is also out. He's getting Pelicans announced Wednesday that imaging on McCollum's chest collapsed, right lung revealed positive healing, but no timetable was given for him.
All right, that's enough to keep me off the game. I'm fine.
This Pelicans team I thought was going to be good. They already taken some hurt early, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm not going to be touching this game though. It'd be a lean towards the Rockets, but I can't back them after you just saw their last game, and we'll talk about their last game in a little bit. They blew out the Lakers. That's a really good win. Or, I mean, normally to a lot of people might look like a good win. So, yeah.
I definitely don't want Washington or Houston in this spot.
No. It's at 229. Dropped a half, but still lean over. Yeah, the Rockets are favorites in this game. It's due to the injuries for New Orleans and the fact that it's in Houston. Pass ain't nobody FW guarding Big Val. McCollum is out, correct. Rockets money line. There you go. They ass chewed out by the Nuggets next. I could see it because they play tomorrow, right? No, they don't. The next time they play on Sunday. Nuggets and Rockets play on Sunday. Only 4 games tomorrow. Yeah, I agree. I think the Nuggets beat them all. Next, they came here, only came here for the hockey. That's fair. We already talked over hockey. So if you're interested in that, you can rewind the stream back, and you can listen to the hockey segment of the show. But we've already talked hockey for today. This one, I may be jumping into a trap. We'll see. Let's go over it.
Yeah, Dallas Mavericks and LA Clippers in this next spot here. Mavericks 1-point favorites, total of 235 in this game. Let's take a look here. Line opened up at a -3. It's down to a -1 now for Dallas. So a 2-point line movement towards the Mavericks, or towards the Clippers in this game. Line opened up at a 232.5. It's up to a 235.5. And let's take a look at the cash flow here in this spot. We have 45% of the tickets, 56% of the cash is on the Mavericks in this game. 57% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the under. Let's take a look at my projected line for this game, which is Dallas -2.5. So at a -1, I see a little bit of value here with the Mavericks, but not anything I'm getting involved with. Not enough of value to get involved with the Mavericks, and I don't like the way the line's moved because it's dropped. So this is a pass for me.
Hey, I'll say this Clippers team looks great. I can't wait for them to go up against LeBron and the Cavaliers. Oh wait, this isn't 2016. I don't like this Clippers lineup this year. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's Paul George and Kawhi and Harden and Westbrook, and oh my God, these guys are old. These guys' prime was a couple of years ago. And the worst part about it, Nick, they traded their bench to get Harden. This is the exact scenario of why I faded the Suns all the rest of the second half last year and made some money doing it. I'm going to be fading the Clippers for a while. Now, there will be some spots that I back them. This is not one. I'm on the Dallas Mavericks. I got a -115. I think everybody's super hyped up on the Clippers because of their lineup. I'm not high on it. I move towards the Mavericks. Money line in this one. -115.
Yeah, not a spot I got involved with, but that would be my lean at this point.
There you go. Can I just go over in the Clips? You could. Love the Jazz. Good luck. Pelicans are cashed out. Pelicans are all hurt right now, so I'm not really too interested in trying to do that. Mavericks money line. Yes. Clips are ass. Yes. Clippers first half. No. Under. Sorry. If you're betting the Clippers, first half is the only way to go because the core four go well in the first half and then get tired in the second half and their bets can't keep up. I could see an under. We'll go to this game, Nick, which I was high on one. I was high on both of these teams. One of them has gone off to a decent start. The other one has been very disappointing.
Yeah. This is actually, I believe, a game that has some value to it here for me that I was kind of looking at. We have the Sacramento Kings and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Thunder are 2-point favorites in this game. They opened up as 2.5-point favorites, is now down to a 2. Open up at a 226 up to a 231.5. So a big move towards that over in this game. Let's take a look at the cash flow in this spot here. 88% of the tickets and 63% of the cash is on the Thunder, yet the line has moved towards the Kings. And 97% of the tickets are on the over, and that total has skyrocketed 6 points. I have this game with the Kings as a slight favorite in this spot. I have them around -0.7. So I'm interested in Sacramento in this game. And yes, I've been burned by Sacramento here the last few games. But as a home dog here, trying to decide between the +2 or the +8 or the +108. But I want Sacramento in this spot. Public is all over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder, I believe, coming in off of they're coming in off of a couple wins, right? The Thunder?
I think so.
Thunder coming in off of back-to-back wins against the Hawks and the Cavaliers. Now the Kings are coming in off of a win in their last game, but that was an overtime win against the Portland Trailblazers after losing back-to-back games badly against the Rockets. I think this is a decent buy low spot here for the Sacramento Kings. I want the Kings and I think I'm just going to take their money line here at plus 108.
Yeah, this is a game that I wanted to stay away from. I like both these teams. I'm high on both these two teams coming into the year. The Thunder so far have proven me kind of right, and the Sacramento Kings have been getting blown out by the Houston Rockets. So cannot figure that one out. They lost by 18 and 25 to the Rockets. Yeah, interesting. I'm not really too interested in touching Sacramento. It would be a lean towards OKC for me, but I couldn't get involved in this one either. I'm sorry. I'm probably boring passing on a bunch of games, but if I don't like a game, I'm not going to try to force a play. I don't think that's a smart idea.
Fair. I won't be boring on this one here. Sacramento Kings money line plus 108. Sacramento Kings money line plus 108.
There you go. Thunder Buddies. Thunder Buddies aren't covering machine. You didn't, but you didn't bet it. There are a covering machine. Yeah, they're 6-2. OKC -2. Thunder first half maybe. I don't hate the Thunder look. Now I feel gross about this one, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, we have the LA Lakers and the Phoenix Suns in this game here. Suns 3.5-point favorites in that game. Total of 225.5. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. Open up at a 3.5, still 3.5. Open up at a 222.5, it's up to 225.5. So no line movement on the side, and a little bit of a line move towards the under or the over in this game. 74% of tickets, 64% of the cash is on the Suns, and the line's not moved. 53% of the tickets, 82% of the cash is on the over in this game. On the line is moved towards it. See value here with the Suns at 3.5. I don't like the way the market's reacting to the way that the Suns are getting bet. This would be Suns or nothing for me, but not everything correlates. So out of this 9-game slate, I'm on 2 games. So that's it.
I'm taking the Lakers. I know it's gross, but what was the last thing we saw from the Los Angeles Lakers, Nick?
They had blowout loss.
Yeah, 36-point loss. Yeah, 34-point loss. Sorry, 34-point loss to Houston. And then they've lost against Houston, Miami, Orlando on this road trip so far. This Laker team is bad, but I think this is a good kind of bounce back spot against a beat up Suns team. So I know it's gross. I know I don't bet the Lakers that often. I am on the Lakers today. I got them plus 125 on the money line. It's mostly a situational spot. If it was the game after the Miami Heat game where they lost by 1, no, I'm not betting this game. After losing by 34 points, yeah, you bet. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. So, give me the Lakers on the money line. It's gross. I don't like betting it, but it is what it is. LeBron sucks. Tim, honestly, I don't know if I'm ever for the Lakers. Man, it hurts my heart. I may get to it in the end of the day. Yeah, I don't like it, but it's one of my plays today. So, oops. That's all the plays for today, though, Nick. All the games, I should say. So it's time for a little bit of
housekeeping.
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all links in the description below. The big 4, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. If you guys are interested in becoming members of the channel, $5.99 a month. I will mention, because we are doing well at the moment. We're up. We were up 4.87 units yesterday, 8.54 the last 7 days, and now we are profitable for the last 30 days. All up on the site. So if you guys are interested in that, either become a member of the channel or it's over on the Picks and Parleys parleys.net website if you guys are interested in just going over there. But things are starting to look better. We had a really, really rough stretch. And with college basketball here, NBA's been okay. Or if NBA is bad one night, hockey's been picking it up. Or if hockey's bad one night, then NBA picks it up. And we've actually been doing quite well the last couple. Let me pull up what we've done since in the month of November. We are up 9.7 units. So starting to have we're starting off quite well this month. So hopefully we can keep it rolling. All college basketball plays are already posted. If you guys are interested in jumping on that, I believe it was 7-7. So it was the 9-7, 10-9 in college basketball to start the year. I believe we're up a little bit less than a unit, but 10-9 start to college basketball, and hopefully we can keep on rolling with all that stuff. Let me just make sure that's right. Sorry, I'm not picky, but I like to know exactly what the record is. Let's just go to Earle Sports Bets. Oh, it doesn't have us on the leaderboards yet, but slightly up in college basketball. Recap time, and it's a lot of plus money for me. Canes puck line, Sabres puck line, Devils puck line, Flyers puck line, Sharks money line. NBA, I'm on the Nets, I'm on the Mavericks, and I'm on the Lakers. Nick?
Yes. Let's take a look. I'm on Buffalo minus 115. Buffalo, Minnesota over 6.5. Washington, New Jersey over 6. Florida money line plus 115. Carolina over 6.5. And San Jose, Vegas under 6.5 for the NHL. I am on the Brooklyn Nets plus 12, the Brooklyn Nets plus 445, and the Sacramento Kings plus 108. And I got plenty of college basketball and NCAA. And I'm also on SMU for that football game tonight, minus 17. But yeah, that's it.
Let's get it. That's going to do it for this edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. We'll be back tomorrow. Peace out.